this is a perfect time. Let's jump into how month 2 has felt, and mainly what the differences are between how we felt the last time we sat down to record this vlog about our feedback on motherhood and how we feel now as month 2 has passed. So like, what's your feedback at this juncture in comparison to how you felt a month and a half ago?
I think the first thing I said a month and a half ago was the reviews are mixed.
Yeah.
I still think that it's true, but I will say that I feel better this month than I did last month. And maybe I think the mix is more 50-50 now.
Okay.
I feel a little bit more alive. I was just holding on.
Okay.
Last month.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. I think, were you done?
I think so.
Okay.
That was the end of it.
I think for me personally, maybe the reviews are a little less mixed. I feel like we're not drowning when we swim anymore. I really did feel like we were drowning.
Yeah.
The first 4 to 5 weeks is like really, really tough. It's honestly pretty excruciating. I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty blunt about that in the last vlog. But I feel a little more hopeful because I feel like we have air, which is a beautiful thing. Another main difference is just realizing, kind of like releasing the idea of any expectations or any timeline or previous sets of organization that I had for like my life and our life. Because I think the main thing that I had to settle in is that when you have a baby, it's not that, yes, your life is flipped upside down, but you're not on your own time anymore. And I think that's a really tough transition from like a childless adult to a parent adult, is that, okay, there's a really vulnerable person here who needs me for everything. So my life is really not my life anymore. Even though we are at the wheel, but it's like almost like there's another person that's kind of like navigating, kind of controlling their GPS. So that familiarity and just that acceptance, the familiarity with him, the acceptance that things are going to go awry, but it's going to be okay. You're not going to get to do everything you want to do. So there's a lot of FOMO in the beginning of that journey. Like you miss your old life, you know? I feel like people don't allow mothers and parents to say that, but I think it's natural. This life is so different than the life before.
It is.
So I think releasing the fact that our life is completely different, and that's okay. Things are not going to go according to plan because we have a baby, and that's also okay. It can still work out. And then just becoming more familiar with him has also been a blessing because we were still very new with him. So we're still very scary.
Yeah.
I don't really feel scared every day when I wake up. I feel like we're learning him and he's learning us. And it's all happening as it should. It feels more comfortable every day.
It does.
Yeah. So that's like, that's a beautiful thing.
It is.
Yeah. And clearly, as you can hear, he's so vocal now.
Yeah, he talks so much more.
It's so helpful.
Talks.
Yeah, he's cooing. He's cooing. What do you think? Are there any things that were unexpected that have occurred month 2 in comparison to month 1? Or any new insights that you would say to someone approaching this journey?
I would say things that were unexpected. I really couldn't see how month 2 was going to look at month 1. And at the beginning of month 2, that was still pretty rough for me personally.
Yeah.
I feel like that was really rough and it was a turning point for me.
Yeah.
So I think it was unexpected. Like, I didn't think I would be feeling so much better now. And it's only been a couple more weeks. Like, that change was really fast.
Okay.
It was really helpful, and I'm glad that it happened, but I didn't know that was going to happen. I think, I don't know if anything else was unexpected. I think an insight that I would share is something that I've just been thinking about is like people are sharing their experiences about what they're experiencing with their baby and how they're whatever. But something I had to do was like tell myself, like, their baby is their baby and our baby is our baby. And he's going to do what he needs to do at his time and not according to their time. So I'm not even holding myself to whatever it is that you say. It's like, I'm happy about you and your baby girl, but my baby is going to do like, we're doing what works for us.
Agreed.
And yeah, not trying to compare milestones or not trying to compare sleeping schedules because I'm like, shoot.
He's doing the best he can do, and he is making progress.
He's making a lot of progress.
Yeah, he is. That's fair. I think, those are very valid points. It is easy to get into the whole of like comparing your baby's milestones to other babies' milestones. Is this right? Are we doing the right things? So I agree with you there. I think two things that stand out to me that one thing that was unexpected, that's maybe not so positive, I'll say that for the second, but the one thing that I didn't expect month 2 is like how much closer I feel to you. I think there's a lot of language when you have a baby about how excited the parents are about the new baby. And not to take away from that, because I think we're definitely falling more and more in love with our son every day. But you hear also a lot of messaging about how becoming a new parent, having a new baby can really strain your romantic partnership, whether you're married or not married. A lot of relationships end. A lot of relationships get stressed and strained because honestly, this is quite a lot. And now being in it, I understand how relationships end in new parenthood. I have like a completely different perspective. It's not like, how could this person leave? Now I'm like, this will test you in ways you weren't previously tested. So I have a lot more grace for people's relationships who don't survive this phase. But on the flip side, I didn't anticipate that it was possible that I was going to love you so much more and be so grateful for the friendship, you know? And I feel like the love that we have and how tight the partnership is and has become over the last like 2 to 3 months, it often feels like we're closer now than maybe we've been in like the past 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
You know, and transitions and kind of junctures in your journey like this are the only thing that can bring that out. So that was like completely unexpected because I was bracing for the tension. Which, don't get me wrong, we've had our arguments and our disagreements and things like that. But I think I heard so much about how it can stress the relationship. I never allowed space for the fact that we're ready for this and we actually might be better friends because of our son. Yeah. You know, I feel like you've become a better friend to me and I hope I'm becoming a better friend to you because of him and how we're having to show up. Another not so positive thing that I just truly...
Thank you.
You know, yeah, go ahead, Philip. Another thing that I couldn't plan for, neither of us could plan for, is that how kind of like insignificant you become in some ways to the child. And this, I don't want this to come across in any way like you're jealous at all of your child, because like that's never the case. But you literally go from people calling and texting you to check on you to people calling and texting you for the sole purpose of checking on your child. Yeah. Like I've never had so many people reach out to me on my cellular device that I pay for only to ask me about my son progress in regards to my son or pictures of my son before they even ask me how I'm doing, if that even comes up in a conversation at all. So I think over time, starting to notice that is interesting to sit with, because sometimes I wonder, I understand the excitement with wanting to see a new baby and the hope that a new baby brings and his face brings, and even the way he smells and people being addicted to it. But in that transition of those new parents' life, it almost feels like you forget about the parents and you forget to extend grace to the parents, because we also are going through a life-changing experience unlike anything we've ever experienced before, especially if it's your first time, and you don't know how that journey is affecting those parents. So by not asking and checking in on the parents and only asking to see the baby. Can we see the baby? Can we see the baby? More pics, more pics. It's just like you could be texting a mom or a dad begging for pics, and that parent could be, on the corner of the room crying.
Yeah.
With no strength to make it to the next day, no sleep deprived, just completely just mentally and emotionally kind of in disarray because, you're going through so many emotions in the course of one day. It's like really hard to explain. So sometimes I wish people had a little more grace for new parents now that I am one and I'm seeing how this feels.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, okay. It's like I kind of just sometimes want to put like on a billboard, like the newborn's health is connected to the health of the parents.
Yeah.
Check on the new parents too, if not as much or more than you check on the newborn, because there's no way that a newborn is doing well and the parents aren't.
Sure.
And the days that we've had that are the hardest, he is the fussiest. We even notice it. The days that we are disconnected and maybe we aren't as in sync, or the days where you're super sad or I'm super sad, that energy is completely transferred to him. Mm-hmm. And we have a rough evening, or we have a sleepless night, and we have a fussy baby, or he gets constipated. So it's like, it is beautiful to see the energy exchange and how it's transferred in a home between the parents and the kids. But it's like, y'all, check on the parents.
Yeah. I
got like 1 million texts on my phone, how's Essex, pictures of Essex, in comparison to maybe 10 or 15 over the past 3 months of like how I'm doing, aside from like obviously your moms, like your moms are going to check on you and stuff like that. And you expect that. But it's like, you guys, we could actually be suffering behind these beautiful pics of our handsome son. So I think that's something that I didn't expect.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to month 3?
Month 3, I'm looking forward to continuing to heal.
Yeah.
And starting to feel stronger.
Yeah.
And getting back to like taking care of myself the way I did before.
Yeah.
I was pregnant and had a baby.
Yeah.
So like getting back in the gym. I mean, I've started doing that this month, but just getting more consistent with it. I'm looking forward to that. I am going back to work, so I'm like looking forward to getting back to a more adult schedule and routine, because I love spending time with him. But I think that, and I may, next month I may be feeling completely different and be like, this job is horrible. Getting back to my baby, but I'm looking forward to just having the opportunity to like have a little space in our relationship.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, because I think that absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Yeah.
And I'm already super fond, but I think that sometimes like you need a break. And I think having a mandated break every day won't be the worst thing. I think it would make me feel just happier to spend time with him, and
when you do have the time.
I do have the time.
That's true. I mean,
yeah, feeling more excited about the things that are really little, like the bedtime routine, because that's like the prime time that we're spending together now.
Yeah, that's
so
family. Yeah,
it's like looking forward to those moments shifting. What else? I'm looking forward to our anniversary next month.
Yes, 4 years.
4 years.
4 years, and we might have to do a part 2 vlog on that. But I agree.
So I'm looking forward to that. I'm only talking about the next month.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's good.
Yeah. I mean, I would agree. I think I'm definitely looking forward to returning to work for the routine, and hoping that routine helps facilitate my workouts, which used to be around my work schedule. So I'm looking forward to that. Not so much eager to get back to work, but excited for the routine and excited for us to develop a new normal. Like, maternity leave is not normal.
Right.
It's a nice period. It's great if your job allows it and you get to spend time with your family like we did. So grateful for it. But I'm also acutely aware of the fact that this is the furthest thing from normal in this year and this economy, and our country just doesn't support long-term years. Some countries do a year, 2 years of maternity leave. We don't have that. So I'm looking forward to us establishing a routine that we can build on, because we're not building off of maternity. Yeah. Like, we got to build off working 8 hours a day.
Right.
And what that looks like for us.
Right.
And just like it took us 10 weeks to kind of get halfway comfortable in this space, I'm aware that it might take us to the end of 2025 or top of 2026 to establish this new normal routine for our family of 3 with 2 full-time jobs, you know, 2 full-time moms. So I think I'm excited about that. But I know it's going to come with some shakiness too. I think we have to get accustomed to drop off, pick up with your mom, working that around our schedules. But just like we got here, it's like we'll work that out.
Right.
But definitely really looking forward to month 3 because it is our 4-year wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
And this anniversary feels so different.
It does.
I know you can speak to how you think it feels different. I think for me, in this culture that doesn't really celebrate and kind of advocate for monogamy and matrimony, the longer we're married, I just realize how big of a feat it is.
Yeah.
In our generation. This is our parents' generation where everybody was expected to have access to the American dream, including like a home and a married partner and a family. That's not the expectation. And the majority of us aren't doing that. Especially not in the time frame our parents did. So the longer we're together, I realize it really is, it is not a small thing.
Yeah.
And again, this is the closest we've ever been. So it's just like more things to celebrate every year.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
This year, I'm really, just looking forward to celebrating. I think last year was last year was a really hard year for me personally.
Yeah.
And by the time we were coming around to getting to our anniversary, I was just grateful to be having another
wedding anniversary.
So I was just like saying thank you the whole time, just like happy to be here. But this year, I feel like so much has changed. Like we now have a baby. Like we've just come through so much.
Yeah.
That I am just really feeling like it's a big celebration. And I was saying earlier that it's like, okay, it's our 4th wedding anniversary. Like it does feel somewhat similar to like when you finish school like after 4 years. Because like we get used to thinking about our life in these like 4-year periods. At least people who went to school do.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, all I gotta do is make it to past high school, like senior year, gotta graduate college, gotta finish my master's. So it's like, okay, I feel that similar energy where I'm just like, just so really to celebrate the things that I've accomplished in this season and things that we've came through and heading down this next period.
Yeah.
In like a juncture with a new person.
He's like, yeah.
Yeah, you.
So yeah, I think look how we may do a separate vlog in regards to celebrating 4-year wedding anniversary. That's where we're at now. We'll continue with the monthly updates. Holiday season is coming, so there also may be some holiday features and things like that. And we're also going to drop a link to our Substack. So you can also, if you prefer reading, there's also a written blog to accompany every YouTube vlog. Okay.